evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, October 15th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Rochelle Metzger. Thank you for joining us tonight. 2 residents and a workers' union have filed lawsuit against Laurel Regional Hospital.
And the suit is asking for a temporary restraining order to stop the closure of the facility. Joining us now to talk more about this is CTV's Sonia Srivastava.
Well, Patty, this is an issue that we have been following, and the suit also seeks a preliminary and permanent injunction from eliminating licensed beds or services at the facility. Now, the plaintiffs in the case say they will suffer irreparable harm if the hospital closes. Now, you may recall back in July, Dimensions Healthcare announced plans to close the hospital and turn it into an ambulatory care center. The filing also contends that the hospital's board cannot decide alone to eliminate services at the facility. The plaintiffs in this case also say that as a private operator of Laurel Hospital, Dimensions Healthcare is in violation of a lease agreement and a resolution passed by the county council. And of course, we will continue to follow the story and bring you the very latest, but the lawsuit is in, and we'll see now what the Dimensions Healthcare does.
All right. Thank you, Sonia.
All right.
Well, controversy over early voting locations in Montgomery County continues. The latest Wednesday night during an emergency meeting of the local Board of Elections. Members voting to restore the Burtonsville site, one of 2 set to be relocated under a proposal reached last month. The State Board of Elections still has the final say and is expected to make a decision on the plan soon. Today, members met in Annapolis to review recommendations from all the counties. Montgomery Republicans say their decision was based on geographic diversity and criticized Democrats for making the issue, quote, partisan and political from day one. Councilman Tom Hucker disagrees.
The whole point was to make voting more convenient for the greatest number of people. I would love it if we had a much greater number of sites, but the site is limited in state law to the numbers is limited to 9. So you want those 9 to be in the location where they can serve the greatest number of voters. That's the whole point. You don't want them in remote areas of the county and near people that have cars. You want them near people that need to take buses on transit lines and with adequate parking as well. There's a lot of those.
Meantime, Congressman Chris Van Hollen, whose district includes most of Montgomery County, says he wrote to the state board urging it to reject the proposal, which he says, quote, would negatively impact thousands of potential voters.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation says its new headquarters will be fully consolidated when it moves from its district location. The announcement has Maryland officials hopeful that the new site will be built in Prince George's County. Now, 2 of the 3 potential locations are in Greenbelt and Landover.
This effort for the last 5 years has always been about a consolidation. The FBI is in the Hoover building, and a very small fraction of their workers actually work in that building, which is obsolete and we're told falling apart. They have sometimes somewhere between 20 and 30 other leases in the metropolitan area. So the consolidation of all of those leased facilities and of the employees of the Hoover building have always been part of this effort. And the idea is to give them a high security campus with mass transit opportunities. There are some who might have suggested to do it in phases. And Senator Mikulski has been a leader of the effort to say, no, we want it all done at once. And the signal yesterday was it's all going to be done at once.
Now, Congressmembers Steny Hoyer, Barbara Mikulski, Ben Cardin, and Donna Edwards joined County Executive Rashawn Baker in a joint statement. It reads that Prince George's is the best choice for the FBI and that they're heartened by the commitment to fully consolidate the headquarters. Well, the victim from yesterday's fatal shooting in Suitland has been identified. 53-year-old Kevin Price of Davis Avenue was found deceased just after 2 a.m. in the 4800 block of Tanger Place. Police say they don't believe the homicide was a random act. And in a separate incident, 2 men were shot yesterday afternoon in the 100 block of West Mill Avenue in Seat Pleasant. Both were taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Anyone with information on either of these cases is asked to contact police.
After recent fires claimed the lives of 2 people, Prince George's officials want to remind residents of some critical safety tips. Experts say that it's important to have a working 10-year smoke alarm on every level of your home and in every bedroom. Families should also practice escape drills at least twice a year and test their smoke alarms on the 1st of every month.
You need to have one outside of any sleeping areas on every level of your home, and we now recommend that you have one inside of your bedroom. And the reason is, if you sleep with your door closed and a fire starts in your bedroom, you need that working smoke alarm to alert you. Combine that with a safety escape plan from your home. In the event of a fire, you have a planned and practiced home escape identifying 2 ways out of every room in your house, as well as a safe place to meet outside where you can call 911.
For more information, visit firepreventionweek.org. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Patricia Vallone.